What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The Seven from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The Seven is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The Seven podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
John, Jane, Rich. So Taylor Swift has a super fan that is going to get a divorce because her husband booed Taylor during the Super Bowl. So we want to get into dumb reasons you broke up with someone or divorced somebody or something like that. Good morning, Jess.
Hi, good morning.
So you dumped somebody over something dumb?
Well, actually, I was dumped over something really dumb.
Ooh, different perspective. Go ahead.
Okay, so a couple years ago, like back in 2017, dating this guy was going really well, and all of a sudden he decided he just couldn't handle my really good-looking male roommate living with me.
I could see how that'd be a challenge.
He could not handle it. And my roommate, first of all, I was like, okay, I was 33 at the time. This roommate was like 24. There was no way in hell it was going to happen. He's like a little brother. It was just not going to happen. But this guy couldn't handle it. He could not deal with it.
Well, did he give you like an ultimatum, like lose the roommate or lose me? And you're like, well, I'm keeping my roommate?
No, not at all. He just couldn't deal with it.
Okay, how long?
Stand for that.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
We were together for like a month. So I mean, it was like a long-term serious relationship, but still.
Okay. How long was this guy your roommate?
Oh, sorry. Maybe a couple months, like 3-4 months.
Okay. And be honest now that time has gone by. In any of that time, did you ever get intimate with your roommate?
No, never once.
And you don't think it would have happened once?
That.
Like you guys just hanging around? If he did move on, if he did make the move on you, would you have accepted it?
No. There was no.
That'd always be cool if you had a roommate like that.
Little backstory. I don't think I would have had the confidence to. I don't think I would have trusted it. I was extremely big back then, too. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I don't think I would have gone for it, just, out of lack of confidence, to be honest.
Got it.
But now I probably would.
Oh, so now you would. So the guy you were dating had a reason, like because.
Well, yeah, but
I didn't look at him like that. This roommate at the time worked with me, and I would have girls like so jealous that he lived with me. I'm like, why?
Like, I would be sussed out by my boyfriend. I'd be like, why do you think he's so cute? Like, do you not want to be around him because you're into him?
Think about that.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a little. That's just me,
exactly.
though.
Why do you care? Do you want him?
Exactly.
Point. Yes.
Well, that fits what we're doing. The guy broke up with you because you lived with a good-looking guy.
Yep.
Thank you, Jess.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what, though? He did me a favor. I'm now with the love of my life.
Oh,
good.
And see how confident you are? Love that.
Yeah, I'm super happy now. So you did me a favor. Thank you.
Thank you, Jess. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Have a good one, you guys.
Kendall, tell us a dumb reason you broke up with someone.
I broke up with someone because they were texting me too much.
Like, you don't want any communication?
How's your day? No, thank you.
I honestly was young at the time, and I had just gotten my cell phone, so I figured that this guy was way too obsessed with me, and I needed to cut it off because he was texting me every day, like at least 4 times a day, and I told him I was on vacation, so I was like, why are you texting me?
Okay, so when you look back at it, you don't think it's too much now?
Yeah, I think that I was afraid of commitment at the time, and I was just young.
How intimate did you ever get with a guy?
It was one of my first boyfriends ever, so we only ever kissed.
Okay.
I was in middle school.
Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
That's a good thing you only get.
All right. All right, Kendall. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great day.
You too.
Lexi, what'd you do?
Hi. So it wasn't actually me. It was my mom, but she's weird. She doesn't know how to tell the story right, so I'll just tell you. So pretty much when she was in high school, she was her boyfriend. I guess he was like a jock, and he walked like 2 or 3 miles, like here in Arizona, to go visit her at her house. And when she kissed him, he was like all sweaty. And she said she didn't like that. It was like it tasted salty. So she broke up with him.
Oh, poor guy. He's like, I just walked 3 miles in 120 degrees.
It's so hot. The sacrifice is worth it for one little smooch.
He's like, let me go shower, hydrate, and then try it again.
That's so savage of your mom.
I'm pretty sure she broke up with him like right then and there.
Oh, no.
Let's talk about how hot your mom is.
Tries to downplay it, but
Your mom must be really smoking hot with this guy to walk 2 miles to go see her.
oh my gosh, my mom is amazing. Everybody always is. I'm like, hello, I'm standing right here.
All right, well, thanks for sharing that, Lexi.
Yeah, I was just picturing her walking out, and she's like, bye, Christmas wish.
Why would he just like dry his mouth or something?
Right,
splash water on his face.
He probably had that romantic like movie in his head, and it did not work out.
As someone who walks,
No.
I'm a walker now. I would after walking for a while, I have to like wash my hands. So I figure like, why wouldn't you before you make out?
I mean, unless it's like
don't
she's
make out
walking
with your
out, and it's.
I make out with my hands.
Maybe there wasn't the opportunity. Like he got
Right.
there and she ran out. Like
That's what I'm saying.
Like, oh yay, you're finally here. And he's like, oh, hold on.
Well, there's no way he thought that was going to be a deal breaker either. He probably thought she was just going to be happy to see him.
Yeah.
All right, Lexi, Christmas wish. Thank you.
Thanks.
Brenda, tell us the dumb reason you broke up with someone.
Yeah, so I was dating this guy when I was younger, second boyfriend, tall, dark, and handsome, beautiful green eyes. But he had this, like, chin that stuck out a little bit, and I overlooked it, like, in the beginning. But then I got stoned one day, and we hung out, and it just grew and grew like Jay Leno, like that caricature that, that you get drawn on the boardwalk. It just got huge, and after that, I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this.
He's like walking out with the crimson chin. I would die.
Yes. I couldn't stop laughing once, like, I noticed it, and
Like,
it wouldn't go away.
His chin is so big, like, he needs more than one passport?
Probably, yes.
Where's the joke with that, John Jay?
Because his chin's so big, the passport goes to the next, it just kind of leans out. It was a visual popped in my head. I was trying to think, what do you do when you have a big head?
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Brenda. Have a great day.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I pitch those jokes, and then I look at Kyle, and then she nods. She shakes her head, and I'm like, I tried. Not a lot of big chin jokes out there.
No, there's really not. There wasn't a good
I was trying
reference
to
for
make
chin. She already used, she used Jay Leno, so
That was good. All right. It's time for Second Date Update. So you meet somebody somehow. It could be through a dating app. It could be through church. It could be through friends. It could be coworkers, whatever. You meet somebody. You got on a great date. Thing is, you never hear from the person again. That's what we're going to talk to Wayne about, get the details of the date. Then we're going to call the person you went out with. Is that cool, Wayne?
Yeah, that works for me.
All right. What's your story, Wayne?
All right. So I met this girl, Irene, on Bumble. So we had been texting and FaceTiming for like 2 months before we actually went on a real date because I was still living in L.A. before I moved over here. And I just accepted a job offer. That's how I actually found her on Bumble. The date went good. We had a really good time. But now I'm kind of like getting a different vibe on it. She wanted me to come over and she wanted to cook us dinner and we would watch a movie, like kind of like a no pressure date, which I was all about. But now I'm kind of wondering if I did something wrong or maybe I said something wrong. or maybe she was like testing me maybe she really wanted to go out and wanted me to say, no, let me take you out. I'm just not really sure. And I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like breaking everything down in my head and I need some help.
Okay. How long did you stay?
Like 2 or 3 hours.
Okay. So then it was dinner and then a makeout and then you left, or just like dinner and the movie and then it was like pat on the back, see you later?
We didn't hook up or anything, but we kissed for a while.
Okay.
For a while.
That's a little bit of a hookup.
Mm-hmm. No, that's definitely.
Okay.
Did you do anything stupid, like call her a zony? Did you say, oh, man, this heat ain't so bad? Hey, why is everyone complaining about the heat? It's only 120.
I did not. Thank God.
Yeah. That would have been a big one if somebody was like, man, it's not even hot out here. You don't even know.
How long ago was the date?
About a week ago.
Well, you came to Arizona at the best time. What a great time.
People are so jealous of you right
visit
now.
here. Wow.
Did she say anything to you like, oh my God, you're such a bad kisser when you guys were kissing? Nothing like that?
No. Thank God.
You didn't leave anything weird in the bathroom?
Like a turd?
No, I
We've
didn't.
seen that before.
I didn't do a number 2 and then not flush. No, it was nothing like that.
Okay.
Weird.
All right. Well, we'll call her up. All right?
All right. Works for me.
All right. So you hang tight. We're going to get on the phone. We're going to call her, see her point of view of the date, and see why. I wonder if she's... Well, Bumble isn't one of those, like, it's not like an obvious hookup app. That's the one where the girl has the right.
Yeah.
So it means the girl, like, that means that Irene is swiped up on you, right? Okay. We'll get her on the phone, find out what happened. Second Date Update continues next with John, Jay, and Rich. We are in the middle of Second Date Update. You've got Wayne, who is moving to Arizona. He's from California, and he meets Irene on Bumble. They go out on a date, but the date was her house, right? She made dinner.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And a movie.
And now she's ghosting you, right? Like you text her and you get nothing, or are you guys still communicating on the app?
No, I've texted her. I haven't gotten anything back.
What went wrong, you guys? Well, we're going to call Irene and hear about it. I don't want to be with someone from California. There is that, you know.
There is that. There's a little...
Hello.
Hi, is Irene available?
Yes, this is Irene.
Hi, my name's Peyton. I'm with John, Jay, and Rich, and we just wanted to talk to you on the radio really quickly about some things if you have some time.
Sure.
Irene, we do a pop culture show. We talk to people about pop culture, things going on in the world, dating, relationships. So I have a couple questions to ask you, if I may.
Okay, go for it.
Irene, is it colder in the winter than in the summertime?
Yes.
No, is it colder on the farm?
Yeah.
I said it wrong.
Messed it up.
I messed it up. Then you're right. By the way, you're right. Is it colder in the winter than in the summertime? Yeah, pretty much. Dang it. I screwed up my own joke.
She even had to surprise you. I was like, why would you need to ask that?
No, Irene, here's the deal. We got a call from somebody, really nice guy, says he went on a date with you. You guys met on Bumble, and he thought the date went fine, and obviously you're not interested in him. So we said we'd call you and find out why you're not interested in him. Is that okay?
Yeah.
What went on with you and Wayne?
Honestly, the date was going really well. We had like a great time. But then he got a phone call while we were like watching a movie and just like cuddling on my couch, and he was polite about it and was like, is it okay if I answer the phone? I was like, yeah, sure, go for it. And I paused the movie, whatever. And I found out it was his mom on the phone. And he was talking to his mom for a while, and his mom was like, oh my God, are you like at Irene's house? And he was like, yeah. Like, why does his mom know like my name? Why does she know like what's going on right now? Like, this is only a first date, whatever. And then he put me on the phone with his mom.
Aww.
You didn't like that?
It felt a little odd, a little invasive, a little mama's boy, which, I think it's great that he has a good relationship with his mom and that they get along, but that just felt like maybe a step too far.
Okay. Well, yeah, that could be
move.
awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, it
That
sounds
could be
kind of
very
cute,
awkward.
except for what the mom said. What was she saying?
She was just like asking me about myself, but like she already knew the answers to everything because he had told her everything like about me. And then she's like, I'm just so happy like you're on a date with my son. He really likes you, blah blah blah. And I was like,
Listen, his father's from Europe, so that's the reason we didn't circumcise him. We didn't want them to be the same.
It's just too much too soon. It is kind of cute that he's close with his mom.
I don't know. It is cute, but I would be so mortified if that happened. I wouldn't know what to say. I'd be like, why are you giving me your mom right now?
Oh, so cool that Irene talked for 20 minutes.
I barely know you.
I love the mom-son relationship, but here's where I think it's a problem. He's like, I met this girl on Bumble. We're going to go out tonight. And he told her everything about the girl. Then the mom, here's where the mom makes a mistake or messes up where you have a red flag, is you call him while he's on the date.
I know.
If anything, hey, call me after your date. How was it with her? And then on the second date, if you call during the date, hey, mom, okay, here, talk to her. But it's like the first date, she knows he's on the date.
Yeah.
Like you're messing. That's where there's a red flag for me for the mom-son issue.
Like maybe she wants to be too involved a little bit.
That's where that's a problem.
Yeah.
So, Irene, Wayne is on the phone. Wayne, are you on the phone by yourself or is your mom on the phone with you?
No, just me. Just me.
Okay. So you heard her issue. What do you think? What's the deal with your mom?
I wasn't expecting that at all. It's just, wow. I didn't mean to freak you out. Like, I understand. I'm really close with my mom. I lost my dad when I was a teenager. So like I said, I didn't mean to freak you out, but I'm really close with my mom. I tell her everything.
But she was calling you on the date.
I know,
like that part.
Waited?
There's something a little strange about that part.
I could see where people would think that's strange. My mom is just a caring lady, and she's kind of nosy. So, unless
it's one of those things where, hey, mom, I'm going out with this girl. I don't know anything about her yet, but in case you don't ever hear from me again, I get killed. Her name's Irene, and you know what I mean? Like,
I thought you were going to go down the road of like, I don't know, if the date's a dud, you could be my excuse to get out of it.
That's good too.
You were going straight to death.
No, I was going with like, if you never see me again, here's the address, here's where I'm at, here's whatever, and she's some serial killer. Like, I get protecting yourself that way. I think women do that all the time.
Yes.
I'm going out with a guy, here's the thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we talking second date or no? Irene, do you want another date?
I think, Wayne, you are so sweet, and I really do wish you the best. It just, for me, I could tell based on that it wouldn't work. Like, it was awkward for me, and yeah, if it had been like the second date when your mom did that, I don't know, it wouldn't have been quite as weird for me, but I don't know, it all caught me off guard and kind of left me a little unsettled, but I really do think that you will find the right person for you, and I hope that you do find that person too.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, you take care of yourself. Thanks for jumping on the air with us, both of you. Irene, Wayne, Godspeed. John, Jane, Rich. Hey, Max.
Hey, guys. What's up?
What's up with you, Max?
So I've been keeping this from my roommate for about a year. I can't tell him. It's silly, but I just feel like I need to tell somebody. I just can't tell him because he just started noticing. So do any of you have the McDonald's app?
Yeah, I love the McDonald's app.
Okay, well, he does too, and he goes there, like, a lot. Like, I swear they're on a first-name basis with each other over there. He goes so much. But I don't go to McDonald's that often, or so he thought. So what happened is about a year ago, he let me log into his phone so he could use the points, because I didn't want to go through the hassle of making my own account. I don't go there that often. Yeah, just use my points. It's fine. It's a win-win situation. And so that was about a year ago. He let me log in to his account on my phone, and I've been using it ever since, but I never logged out. So the thing is that I've been using his points that he's been accumulating for my free food.
Oh my gosh, isn't he noticing? Like, I'm going to McDonald's all the time, my points are gone.
It wasn't at first because, like I said, I don't go that often. But so, like, little points here and there wouldn't be missed. But I've been starting to go more often as well. And he had brought it up. He brought it up one day, like, "Hey, some of my points are missing. I think it may have been hacked. Do you know what's going on?" And I don't have the heart to tell him it was me.
Oh, he knows that you have it. You need to log out and then just never talk about it again. Oh my gosh! I just pulled up my McDonald's app though. I have like 28,000 points.
So what does that get you?
Get some free food.
Like how do the points work? Is it 100 points for a burger?
Let me tell you. So rewards and deals. So if I want to go use my rewards, so like just one McChicken is 1,500 points.
Oh dang!
You got like a full family dinner.
Yeah, but you can. Here's the annoying thing about the McDonald's app is that you can only use like one reward for one item. And then so like I wouldn't be able to get a big family meal and get a Big Mac for 6,000 points.
Oh, so you couldn't buy 10 things.
No, not with my points.
Oh,
no.
so I think Starbucks is not like that.
Yeah, you can use all your...
Because I have Starbucks points. This is the thing, Max, like if I was your roommate, I would have no idea. I pay no attention to my points, but I know that I have them on the Starbucks app, and sometimes I'll go get something, and they'll say to me, do you want to use your points?
Because they're about to go away.
I'll be, what can I get? And they'll go, everything. And I'm like, wow, okay, great. So, but I don't pay attention.
Great.
I don't pay attention, so if he pays attention, you're screwed. If he doesn't pay attention...
Yeah.
Just make your own account.
Paying attention.
Make your own account.
Maybe I should make my own account at this point, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to lose a roommate over it, right? Because, I mean, it sounds like your roomie's pretty intense about their McDonald's, so you want to keep the peace.
Yeah, he's pretty serious about it.
Yeah. That would probably kill the relationship.
Could you imagine breaking up your relationship over McDonald's?
Oh, I know. But people get there.
I look at it a little differently. You're breaking up your relationship because you're stealing from him.
And I guess there's that.
You do have a point there.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, man. Thanks, Max, for calling in.
Thank you.
Adrian, good morning.
Good morning.
You sent me a DM, right?
Yes, I did. You were talking earlier about how when people drop calls and then they go on and on and on about how it happened and what happened.
Oh, you mean my wife? My wife does that. My wife's like she'll call me back and we have to spend the whole time talking about why we got disconnected.
Exactly.
Okay. What happened to you?
This just happened the other day. One of my friends, and it's every single time, and I swear for like 10 years. It's the same thing every time. And the last time I literally hung up on her for her to call me back. And then we talked about it for 10 minutes, and I finally told her, I said, well, I hung up on you. And she said, why would you do that? And I said, well, because to prove a point. We've been talking about this for 10 minutes, and it's all about, well, I have all my bars. I didn't move. Are you driving? Oh, my God. It drives me
the phone call becomes about why you got disconnected instead of whatever you're talking about, right?
Yes, I hate it. It's horrible.
You know what else you could throw on top of that? If you have any family that lives in a different time zone than you, they're always spending the first part of the call trying to figure out what time it is. Oh, are you 2 hours behind? Are you 1 hour behind me?
Are you in Washington? So yeah.
Scott and I had this same argument, and it was right on the heels of me accidentally putting him on hold and like being upset because I was talking to him and he wasn't answering me, but I had put him on hold.
That's how this started. This whole thing started.
I know.
Story.
And it happened again.
I've done that before.
Because apparently my phone dropped, and he didn't actually hear what I was saying, and I got so mad at him. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you scrolling on your phone? Like, are you looking at Instagram, like, while you're on the phone with me? Like, what are you doing? He's like, I didn't hear you. And I'm like, that's impossible. I have great service right now.
I've done that too.
Okay, I have another rule that I think this should be everyone should do this rule. But like, let's say I call Kyle, and the phone gets disconnected, I'm the one that should call you. You shouldn't call me back. Because what happens is with my wife, I call her, we get disconnected, then she tries to call me back while I'm trying to call her back, and then it goes right to voicemail. We can't. And then finally, when it does happen, I go, I know she's calling me. I just wait. She calls me, and she'll be like, what happened? And I'm like, well, we got disconnected. Yep. I know, but then I was trying to call you with the voicemail. I know, because I was calling you. If I call you and we get disconnected, I think you should let me call you back.
Well, that's a good one. The initiator of the call
should be the one that makes the call.
Because they're the one that wanted to talk about something.
Because now or here's another rule I have. I'll call my wife sometimes and she'll pick up and she just starts unloading on something. And I'm like, wait a minute. I called you. You should wait for me to say what I have to say before you start telling me what you have to say. I'm the one that called you.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Wow, it sounds like you're having my phone call.
We can all get behind this rule.
But if it wasn't for them, Adrienne, then we wouldn't have this segment to talk about.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. So thank you to our spouses and our friends. All right. Have a great day. Thank you so much for sending that message to me.
Yeah, you guys have a great day too.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I don't want to step on Rich's toes. Rich, you know how you're the life hack guy?
Yeah, I got some of those.
I found a cool article on a customer service life hack. Because I think, like for me, let's say, for example, I had to go to the doctor the other day. I went to I have my doctor, and then you know how they send you to do other tests?
Yes.
Every year I do a test on my heart because my dad died of a heart attack, and I got to call the doctor's office, and it's terrible. You call, you never get a person. Then, are you calling about whatever? Press 1. You know that whole thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a nightmare, right? So get this. somebody went on Reddit and said, are there any hacks that customers aren't supposed to know about?
Oh, that's good.
Right? Does any of them really work? So this one person said, if you get a voicemail like what I said and you just start dropping the F-bomb, the bots are going to give you a real person.
Oh, that's a fun way to get a human.
We should try that and tape it.
Okay.
And bleep out Peyton doing it.
I've always heard.
Why does it have to be me?
Because you're the one that has to go get your gum, the stuff taken out of your gums. What do you have? What do you have in your gums?
I have stitches in my mouth right now. I'm ready to take them out myself right now.
So I think that you probably even cussing would probably become very natural to you by calling them. I need to get these beep stitches out of my mouth. They say, let's say you have a therapist, which I do. And if you offer to pay your therapist in cash, they say that it could cut you a better deal than doing it the other way.
Oh.
If you're mailing something to an address that's not far away, always choose the cheapest shipping option. Paying more won't get it there faster. I don't know. I don't really mail anything, so I don't know if that hits home for any of you guys. Don't use big websites to buy flowers. It's cheaper if you call a local florist and tell them what you want. Show them a picture from the site if you need to. That will save you money. If you want a bigger scholarship, a high school teacher said several students got between $10,000 to $20,000 more this year by writing to the school before committing and claiming another school's offering more money.
Oh, make yourself seem more desirable.
A little leverage, huh?
Also, they say get a car loan before you buy the car. You almost will always get a better rate if you go directly through a financing company. That seems like a lot of work.
Well, yeah,
I don't
but
know how to do that.
Now interest rates are so high, that's probably a good idea.
See, I don't understand any of that. Not enough people buy refurbished products like computers. They're essentially like brand new and they come with a warranty. I didn't know that. Where do you get a refurbished computer?
Apple sells a lot of refurbished stuff.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Like when you walk in the Apple store?
Yeah, like if you say, hey, I just want a refurbished Mac or whatever, they'll give you one and they'll like pick out the stuff that's kind of messed up with it and sell it at a cheaper rate.
Or Best Buy, too. They have those.
My son Dutch, he's a senior now, and he wants a computer. He doesn't have a computer. He's been using his brother or his mom's or mine, or he actually has not used mine, but he wants a new laptop. And I was like, just use mine. I'll give you mine. I don't ever use mine unless I go do the show from another city or something, right? So he's like, okay. So last night I'm in bed and just getting ready for bed. He comes upstairs and goes, what's the password to get on your computer? So I tell him, and he walks downstairs, and my wife says, oh my God, is there anything on that computer that he shouldn't see? And I was like, I don't think so. And I go, good night. And I put my sleeping gear on. Then I'm like, mother of God. What is on there? It's going to traumatize him. Oh my God. Then I thought he's shown me some stuff on his phone that's pretty traumatizing for a dad.
But seeing it on your dad's computer made me worse.
No bigger screen.
Oh my God. All right. This is one more life hack that's definitely the darkest on the list. And this is good to know. You can rent a nice casket for a funeral and then bury the person in a cheaper one.
Huh.
Right? So you have them in some nice, fluffy, comfortable thing.
Yeah.
Boom. Cedar box.
Yeah, but they're not going to know.
Yeah.
They're not gonna
Kind of
know.
weird.
Right, like if you like put a body in a casket and then take it out, like is that sanitary anymore?
Think of the savings, though. The savings.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right?
Let's ask our
'Cause
funeral.
It's like,
is
I would care.
Grant available?
I guess you could
Grant-
put me in a used box. I'd be all right with that.
I don't want to be in somebody
It's
else's
like at that point, you're not worried
used
about
box.
germs anymore. You're dead.
I'm coming back to haunt
Right?
people, so I'm worried about the germs. If you're putting me in a casket that somebody else was dead in, we got
Well,
problems.
you're dead.
Whoa.
Yeah, but I'm coming
Right?
back to haunt you.
Wait, I didn't hear the conversation, but I'm assuming you're talking about rental caskets?
Yes.
Yeah, dude, rental caskets have been a thing for a while.
Because that was a life hack. They said you rent a
Yeah.
good casket, and then when the funeral's over, put the body in another casket. It's cheaper.
Yeah, they have basically these things, they're called inserts, and they're just cardboard boxes that look like the inside of caskets that just slide into the foot of the casket.
Oh, so that way it's not
okay,
a
that's
used
fine.
casket.
Yeah, so then,
Okay.
but the thing that sucks is
You're in.
you know
That's
how
like a great deal.
you know how though you get a rental car sometimes and you're like, man, this is really kind of junky.
Yeah.
You're like, it's kind of like the little details are kind of falling apart. Every funeral home has like one rental casket that's like a wood casket.
Yeah.
And so like basically like all the like edges get all like crappy on the inside. Not like dirty, but like things just break down. So you
Right.
just kind of have like this, I don't know. It's weird.
Do
But
you think people go to a funeral and go, this is a used casket?
you know what's funny is people were like, when you do use it, occasionally they'll be like, So what's the deal with this casket?
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're like, well, it's gently used.
He's not complaining.
Yeah, dude, he's fine with it. But no, basically, the reason they started doing that so prevalent, this is information, right? We do information on this radio show. Yeah. Basically, cremation became such a big thing that people were like, well, I'm not going to spend $3,000 on a casket just to light it on fire, basically. So, yeah, they came up with this space-age technology to just pull a piece of cardboard out of a casket. It's pretty cool, guys.
Well, thank you, Greg.
Yeah, no problem.
And those are some little life hacks for you with dealing with customer service stuff. Thank you.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
I'm Molly Roberts.
And I'm Drew Goins. Each Friday on Impromptu, we talk through the questions we can't stop thinking about.
Do we need to rethink how much we drink?
Why are companies really asking workers to come back to the office?
Does boycotting a business actually work?
Should we quit social media?
We're here when the news gets personal and the headlines hit home.
Join Molly and me every Friday on Impromptu from Washington Post Opinions.
Find Impromptu wherever you get your podcasts.